So it's been a while. Okay, I made a video a long time ago about Gilbert syndrome, and I was so excited. I really wanted to. I mean, because I was a bit depressed, going around YouTube and videos and seeing that there was nothing to talk about Gilbert's syndrome, but like the truth behind it. It was just about the facts and nothing about how we really feel and how it really is. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna make videos and like maybe help people, show them the research I've made and what I found out about it, and if I can help others like not feeling too alone, that would be great. And that was 5 years ago. And the thing is, I did the video and then I felt so cringe about it. I was super shy. And then a year later, I saw that actually people were watching it and they were happy. Like I was expecting like people saying bad things, and it was really cringe. But then I thought, okay, I'm gonna make another one, and I lost my password. Even the phone number, I didn't put it, nothing at all. So I was never able to recover the account GSNS where I made the video. Then a lot of things happened, and I had a little baby. And it's funny because there's someone in the comments in that video asking about babies who sleep. So when you have a baby, you don't have a lot of sleep. And with Gilbert syndrome, you need 8 hours. And then the stress as well, because it's really, I mean, it gives me a lot of anxiety all the time. What about banana? Should we get banana? Because I think there's two possibilities when you're pregnant with Gilbert syndrome. It can go either really bad or really good. And I've seen a lot of other people saying as well that their pregnancy was amazing. And that it was the first time that they didn't have bilirubin going high at all. And personally, the whole pregnancy, my eyes were white, I was feeling good, I was feeling amazing. And I had energy, like I didn't throw up, but it could be different with every baby. So I realized that. And it could be different with everyone. So that's another thing. Personally, it went super well, and I wondered why. I really wondered why, because we talk about the hormones change affecting people with Gilbert, and when you're pregnant, your hormones peak really high, but I think they go higher and higher like this. Whereas when you have a normal cycle, they will go high and down and up and down and up and down, and it keeps changing. So I wondered about this. I also wondered about, okay, I had stopped alcohol, but sometimes I was having a glass or two. And when you're pregnant, you stop alcohol completely. So I wondered also, oh, is it because I've stopped alcohol for now 2 months? Like, I didn't have it at all. Is that why my bilirubin is staying down? So that was another thing that I've kept trying when I stopped breastfeeding. Because when I stopped breastfeeding and the periods came back, I had very bad case of high bilirubin. Hyperbilirubinemia, I don't know how to say it. And it was terrible for 2 months. I'm still sort of trying to get out of it. So I've tried completely stopping alcohol like when I was pregnant, so people think I'm expecting again, which I am not. Sorry. It's not gonna happen for a little while. This, and then I thought, hey, I was taking multivitamins when I was pregnant. And you know how I was talking about last time in research, finding out that most people having issues with Gilbert syndrome, it was due to having issues with vitamins. A lot about B12 or K or E. For some people, it could be why the bilirubin is a bit high. And that's why when you go to the doctor and they do a check, they're gonna check the things that they check on everyone else, and they're never gonna check B12, vitamin D, etc. So you need to ask them to check everything, all the vitamins levels, and it's complicated because it's such a hard. I mean, it's such a big amount of things to test, and oh baby, it's a big amount of things to test, and it makes it difficult because it makes it really expensive, right? So it's difficult. And then if you want to test your hormones as well, it's sort of even worse because you just keep adding on to it. But I would say if you find out you have Gilbert syndrome and you're struggling with the bilirubin, it's definitely the first thing to do. Oh, baby. And then, so talking about pregnancy and multivitamins. Why is it that only when you're pregnant you have to use multivitamins? We didn't used to do that back in the caves age or back a long time ago. And that's because before the industrialization, I reckon that the food that we were eating really had all these nutrients and vitamins that we needed. But now with everything that the farmers need to put on their fields and use, and I mean there's a lot of reasons why that I don't know about truly, but we are lacking a lot of things such as folic acid when you're pregnant, and it's a lot to find in greens, and greens help a lot with Gilbert. So what I've done is to go and buy again the multivitamins that I had when I was pregnant. I think any multivitamin will work, and you do need to check your levels to make sure you're buying the right thing. But this one is the one that I had during pregnancy. There's folic acid, iodine, iron, vitamin D3, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B12, vitamin C, vitamin E, calcium, copper, magnesium, manganese, selenium, and zinc. And I think zinc, magnesium, B12, folic acid, definitely things that are needed with Gilbert because we're already not processing well the vitamins and the nutrients of what we eat. So it makes sense that we need even more vitamins then, especially knowing the fact that what we eat is already not enough. So that's the one I use. I think any other one could be used. And then the other thing is, I've done a lot of research and saw that broccoli sprouts, okay, she's playing with it now, it's fine. Let's check this out. Hopefully she's not gonna open it. So we're gonna check it. I have the camera, so it's okay. So the broccoli sprouts, this one is the one that I bought, but I think you can buy any. I think it's good for us because it actually contains up to 5 times more than an average serving of fresh broccoli in one little pill. So basically that would really help with Gilbert because we already need a lot of cruciferous vegetables, so everything that's broccoli, Brussels sprouts, the white one that I'm cooking, I don't even know the word in English. I forgot. But if you know what's a white broccoli, you can comment, I guess. But yeah, I need to make another video about what to eat as well. But what to eat is a second thing. You obviously need to eat well and try to reduce the amount of processed food that you're eating. So you need to eat much more vegetable. Bit of protein is definitely good because it keeps you full, and that's what's important as well. I found that a lot of little meals are really important, and never being hungry is important with controlling the bilirubin. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But definitely any brand, like I wouldn't recommend a particular brand, but any brand would be good to have these ones. You can't open it, but I keep checking. And then another thing, after all the research I've been looking at, we definitely need calcium D-glucarate. So I got this one, which was a mistake, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because it's really good, obviously, but the mistake was it's 200 grams in one pill. And when I started researching, I saw that we needed calcium D-glucarate. So I thought I would buy it and get a pill per day, and that would be enough. And then I realized that actually the research have shown that we need 1,000 milligrams or 2,000 milligrams if you really have high bilirubin. So again, I don't recommend that. I don't recommend to do this if you haven't seen anyone, like a naturopath or anyone, to talk about it, because you never know. I've seen research that say that basically the higher the amount of calcium D-glucarate could not hurt you, but you never know. So I would say if you want to use between 1,000 milligram and 2,000 milligram, it's really when your bilirubin is so high that you're really yellow. And then when it's reduced again, you can keep using one per day. And basically it supports detoxification. So there's something about it that helps with this this sort of bile compartment that we are lacking. So it will help really process better the bilirubin and transform the bilirubin into excrement. There's another thing that I didn't talk about 5 years ago. As I went into the poo subject and I just stopped. And I thought it was gross to talk about it, but now it's becoming more and more common. Or is it because I'm a mom and I'm talking about poo with my husband 6 times a day because we talk about Gilbert as food. But basically it's a big subject with Gilbert syndrome, and I'm really sure that most of us will have issue with being able to poo every day. And pooing every day is important, actually is. So the thing to keep in mind, on top of having these, maybe these any brand, and then the multivitamins that I've been using when I was pregnant. On top of this, I would say definitely 30 grams of fiber. And there's a lot to learn about fiber, because what I didn't know is that there's actually no fiber in meat. We do need meat to keep ourselves full of protein. You can have a little bit of meat, or if you're vegetarian, you have the vegan protein, a bit more broccoli or beans or lentils. But basically this on top of having a lot of fibers. And then you need to research, because some veggies, some fruits have more fibers than other. And when I started making sure I was having 30 per day, I was just writing on a paper and then researching what I was eating, how much fiber it has, and how much grams you're having. And then you know at the end of the day, if you're around 25-30 grams of carbs, then you've done really well. And after a week of doing this, I started feeling better. And I started going every day to the toilets, which is super important, and especially with Gilbert, because we already are trying to detox. We're having a hard time detoxifying. So we want to make sure that the toxins that we have don't stay too long in our body, because it's not going to help if it's there for too long. Okay, so she's been removing all of the packages from the bigger package, and then she's put it back in the box. C'est bien, bébé. That's really good. But yeah. So So yeah, that's what I was trying to say last time when I made that video, and I thought I was going to make another one, and I didn't. It would be good if I manage this time to make another video, to have one about the food in general and what sort of food to eat during the day. But yeah, that's it. That's what happened. Baby happened, and as a person with Gilbert syndrome, being pregnant and breastfeeding, it was the only moment where I felt so good, felt so energized. I felt like I was never worried about my bilirubin and my eyes anymore. They were white the whole time. So yeah, I've been trying to understand why now that I'm done with breastfeeding, it started again. So I would like to maybe update in a week or so or more, see how it's going with these multivitamins, because, and then stopping alcohol free. It's sad because I was enjoying having a glass of wine here and there, but look, it is what it is. Also, doing yoga and Pilates has been good. We, like I was saying with that other video, we can't really go hard at the gym or run really fast or do anything like this, because it will trigger the bilirubin to go high, because it will really be a stress for the body. So anything that's good with the breathing and like yoga, the slow Pilates, all that's been very good as well. So yeah, but anything else that you know about, please let me know, because I'm still in research, still trying to find out what's best for us, what we can do to feel normal and not having the stress of looking yellow the next day. It's tiring because it makes you tired, it gives you a lot of symptoms, but it's also mentally really triggering, because like I'm going to work, and when it happened, people were looking at me really badly and telling me that I must be really sick, that I need to go check my liver. So people don't take you seriously because they think that there's something wrong with you, or maybe you're drinking too much, or I'm not even drinking at all. So that's really hard. That's the very hard part with Gilbert, I think. And no one really cares about that. The health professionals don't care. Like, oh, it's good for your heart. So yeah, again, a bit sad. But yeah, let's check in again in a week and see how it goes with the multivitamins.